So, a quick glance at who I am. My name is Giselle, and I am a young Latina living in beautiful Southern California. I am an adventure seeking person, and I really enjoy traveling, and I also really enjoy being outdoors. So, hiking, soaking up the sun at the beach, snowboarding, sledding in the mountains, anywhere adventure calls, I'm there. I enjoy spending time with my friends, so shout out to them for being the best support system and helping me get through some really tough times in my life and just being able to cheer me up when I'm down. I feel everybody should have that in their lives, and those of us that are blessed enough to have those kinds of people in our lives, I pray we are smart enough to hold on to them. I'm a really simple person. I enjoy indulging in the simple pleasures in life: a good book, a comfy chair, a good song, warm cup of tea, watching the sunset, or a brand new tube of lip gloss. These things make me so happy, and they put the biggest smiles on my face. I've learned if I spend my life looking for those huge, epic moments, that I'm gonna miss out on all the little things that make life great. One thing that I do live by is the saying, live and learn. Life is a learning experience. I've learned a lot at a young age. I'm only 23, and I know I still have so much more to learn. One thing that I had to learn was to follow my heart. So, specifically and more recently, is in choosing what career path I wanted to take. Up until recently, I was actually a nursing major. I love nursing. I love the medical field. It's interesting. It's constantly, there's something to do, something to learn, and the medical field will always have my interest for sure. It's a definite thing. But teaching has my heart. Um, I actually had an internship at North Park Elementary, which is down the street from Cal State San Bernardino, while I was studying to be a nurse. And at first, it was just some extra money while I got through school, but it wasn't long until I started noticing excitement to go to work. It was then that I realized that I want to feel like this every day. When I'm getting ready for work, I want to be excited to where I'm going to spend the majority of my day. I want to be excited to see my students, so I decided that I was probably going to be a teacher. Unfortunately, I didn't make that switch right away because I had a lot of people giving me negative feedback on what I wanted to do. It took me a little bit to get it through my own head that at the end of the day, I'm the one that has to go to work, and no one else is going to go pay my bills for me or go to work for me. So I need to love what I do regardless of what everyone else thinks, whether they agree with it or not. So eventually, I did stand up and explain to the people that mattered to me that the medical field definitely was interesting and it was a good job, paid well and everything, and I'll always like it. But like I said, teaching just stole my heart. I've always wanted to do something to help others, especially children, and I feel that being a good educator influences others in a lot of different ways. Growing up, I went through a lot of things in my house, and sometimes I just didn't know what I was going to come home to. There were a handful of teachers, though, that I had that just made me forget whatever was going on at home, and I had a great time while I was in their classroom. They made me enjoy learning, and sometimes their class was just a safe haven for me. In a sense, they have influenced me because I want to provide that for other students the same way it was provided for me. I know our students go through things at home all the time that we don't even know about, and sometimes those things make going to school really hard. And I want my students to be able to come into my classroom and know that they are in a safe environment to explore and learn and just be themselves. My family also influenced me extremely. I come from a family of ridiculously hard workers. I have always had a place to sleep, food to eat, clothes on my back, and I know that that's not a luxury all people have. Oh, however, I know that my family has worked tirelessly to provide everything that I have, and they have worked doing things that they don't even enjoy doing. They wake up hating that they have to spend their day at their job to provide for me and my family, and watching them, I have learned, one, to work really hard at everything that I do and be proud of my work, no matter what it is. And two, that mediocrity is just, it's not going to cut it. My family didn't work this hard for me to not excel and do the best that I can do. I would really like to do some more volunteer work. I spent a few weekends, actually, a couple years ago, working with the Challengers Baseball League, which is a program where children with autism, Down syndrome, as well as other children with disabilities all get together and play baseball with the help of volunteers. And I would really like to do that again. It was really fun just to see those kids having a good time and enjoying something that everybody should get to enjoy in their childhood. I would also like to work with children with disabilities like autism and helping them outside of the classroom at home and just help them get that extra help that they need outside of the classroom. And I would really, really like to spend some time working with underprivileged youth and being a mentor or anything along those lines. I feel too many kids slip through the cracks and their potential is wasted because they think there's no way that they're going to make it. I want to be able to reach out to those kids and just let them know that there's a way and there's a better life out there waiting for them, and they just need to focus on the right things and work hard for what they want, and they can do it. This course has taught me some really valuable information actually. I learned the significance of a CV and the difference between a CV and a resume. I also realized that academia is a constantly evolving field, which I love. We are always learning something new, and there's always something we can contribute as educators, whether we're contributing to our school, to our district, to the community in general, just to each other. It's so good, and I love that. This course actually opened my mind to new opportunities and possibilities and things that I can do, and it just made me that much more excited to become an educator and get started and get into the classroom.